My God, it was so hot.
It was way too hot.
It was like a sauna.
It was illegally hot.
It was like we were melting in a saucepan.
We were puddles.
Oh, it was hot.
Before we get started, I would like to thank NordVPN for sponsoring this video. More details about their amazing service at the end of this video. Stay tuned.
It was by far the hottest day of our entire lives.
Any hotter and we would have been on fire.
The only other day that came even slightly close to this was when I was touring America. It was a huge bus tour and we went all over the place. About halfway through the tour, we had an off day in Vegas.
Hey guys.
That's Sega! So, like any rock star should, we were bound for the casino. And by casino, I mean the arcade for kids.
That's where you want a yo-yo?
Yeah, instead of winning a lot of cash, I won a yo-yo at the arcade.
Even better.
Earlier that day, though, me and my friends were walking through a parking lot, and it was so hot.
Didn't you say that it was so bad that you literally just started running?
Yes, I literally could not stay in the sun anymore. I had to get to the shade. It was actually really scary. I thought I was going to pass out. My friends probably thought I looked so funny just running away like my life was about to end. But no, by far the hottest day of our entire lives was in Florida in 2017.
In the happiest place on earth, Disneyland.
More like the hottest place on earth.
They lied. We were on a family trip. All of us had flown over from Australia and it was a big deal. This was in May, so it was still spring and we thought that the weather was gonna be really nice. But as we got to Disneyland on the first day, we stepped out of the bus and immediately started sweating.
It was like stepping into an oven. A very crowded oven where everyone was wearing Mickey Mouse ears. The sun was blistering hot that day and there were no clouds in sight, so there was literally no escape from it.
Despite the heat, we still really wanted to go on our favorite rides, but some of the lines were outside and took over an hour.
We started getting really concerned that one of us might pass out, and sure enough, it happened. One of my cousins dropped to the ground behind us. They had to be moved out of the line into some shade and fanned until they felt better. The entire day was like this, so we picked our rides very carefully from then on.
We only went on the rides with air conditioning.
And the water ones, like the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
This time we were trying to get wet on those rides.
The water felt so good. Even still, the seats on the rides were boiling hot. They burnt our legs. Instead of cute clothes and Disney merch, we spent so much of our money on bottled water.
And also those little spray fans, you know, the ones that shoot out mist on your face?
Feels good. At one point in the day, it got so hot that we felt like we couldn't be in the sun anymore.
And since there was no shade, we ran for the nearest shop. Wolfie and I stood under the air conditioning waiting for some feeling to come back to our faces when the staff member came over.
She told us really rudely that we had to leave if we weren't gonna buy anything, and she banished us back to our heat prison. I can't take this heat anymore!
I'm melting alive! Mickey, help us!
Bottled water is now $100, haha!
It was actually so bad. It got to the point where my sister was so sick with heat stroke that she couldn't walk and we needed to get her a wheelchair. A freaking wheelchair. It was literally the worst heat we have ever experienced.
If we ever go to Florida again, it will definitely be in the winter.
Yes, please.
This video is sponsored by NordVPN. NordVPN is a service that protects your privacy online. When you use public Wi-Fi, it can be really risky as it's not very secure. So it's very easy for hackers to use that and steal your private and personal information.
NANI?
With NordVPN though, you can keep your peace of mind while you surf the internet, as they will keep all of your private data safe. And everything is encrypted, so NordVPN won't be able to watch what you're doing either, you sussy backers. Have you ever had a situation where there's been a game that you want to play that isn't available in your country? Or there's something you really want to watch that isn't available in your country's Netflix? Well, you can actually use NordVPN to change your server's location to another country. And it's so easy. You'll never have a problem like that again. I highly recommend this service. And if you use my link in the description of this video with coupon code SweetoTOONS, you can get an amazing deal on a 2-year plan plus 1 extra month free. Yeah! Thank you again so much to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Wolfie and I have plushies now. You can get them in a bundle just in time for Christmas. Click the link in the description below. You can also click the playlist here to check out my other story times. My last story time was about the time I exploded at school. You'll have to click it to find out what happens. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. Bye!